100 gigs a month! Close to 100 gigs a month these videos are taking. That's like a terabyte a year. What the Christ? Like, yes, the quality's unnecessarily high, but... Okay, fine. But still, though, it needs to be for stupid underwater scenes in Thief. What's Thief? I've always just played Celeste, you guys know that. Because, dude, there's entire sites dedicated to mocking stupid customers and stupid, like, there's coding horror or the daily what the fuck or something, maybe it's both, where it talks about, look at these idiots, and sometimes they're not even idiots, sometimes they're like doing the obvious thing, like sometimes it's like, hey, here's a guy who was asking lots of questions because he needed lots of details. What an idiot! Okay, once. But still. Embezzle a penny sale. It's the embezzle a penny sale. If you can embezzle a penny, we'll shake your hand and then sell your product at full price. Like, I'm kind of tired. This won't be a long video or a useful video, but they never are. I just want to walk on the sand and stomp my foot into it. I had an amazing idea based on this idea about, well, I'm going to keep it close to my chest so that because I'm never going to do anything with it, but I'm not going to give it to you for free, bro. Look, bro, if you don't change the channel back, I will counteract with the brother-sister battle rap. Something about Pikachu slicing your neck in half. No, wait. Celeste isn't even encoding anymore, so we can... Full frame rate. Oh, boy, that last video. It's something, all right. Who knows what you're going to watch first? No... Everybody watches these now in a relative sense. Good news is the process is in place for me taking ownership of my ownership. So that'll happen tomorrow, and then I get to decide what to do with my own death and taxes, such as give it to a squirrel for safekeeping. Who knows? I just have a terrible time with these things. Yeah, and then a bit of ball. But these things is a line in a rap song, and I'm trying to say the next line, but it turns out it's not bibbida-ba. How unfortunate. You know, I feel like this is already a mistake. This whole video was a mistake. I'm not, however, going to say your mom was a mistake, because that's just cruel. Let's be honest now. We all got to draw the line somewhere, such as... cruelty to moms. At least serious cruelty to moms, okay? If it's a little bit. Oh, what's to be done? Oh, what's to be done? Oh, what's to be done? Anyone who signs off their permission on your permission card to be done and then pesters you about it sufficiently, it's quite the bureaucratic process, but I'm sure there's some reason for it. You better beware. You better take care. Be prepared for the shark. Yes, That's the shark, not shock. Yes, I'm using these for singing practice. How'd you duty? It frickin' works. It frickin' works. The shit functions. Despite it being shit. Shit has no function but to feed the trees. And the algal blooms, maybe, I don't know, maybe not. The blackberry bushes, probably. Do they take manure as inputs? Maybe? By the way, who's telling me I'm overanalyzing? I am normal amount of analyzing. Seriously, if you start talking like... here's what you gotta do to do it right, of course anyone's gonna start getting paranoid about whether they're doing it right or not. Like, that's how it goes, bro. Whatever, who cares? Zebra trees, or tree bras if you like. Agency, you are a Christmas thing. And I hope that this melody memories do not bring of something inappropriate. 'Cause I hope that it's not. 'Cause if it is, then I swear I will smoke pot. Wow. It's gotta not be inappropriate, because I never smoked pot before, and if I tried to smoke one, I'd be like, what's this hollow piece of metal? How am I supposed to smoke this? And then, oh, lo and behold, you're now cured, isn't it? Yeah, you can be cured, but then you lose all the good parts, too. Oh, my personal identity is this, my personal identity is that, and you're stupid because you're like a catchphrase. Like, dude, the people, it's like nobody's making an argument against each other. They're literally just calling each other buzzwords. Like, I'm not even fucking kidding. It's literally just buzzwords. Just insulting buzzword here, insulting buzzword back. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Like, literal just stereotypes and then calling them fucking catchphrases. Like, brain off, too hard. A nude Finn in a bath, smoking a pair of Simpsons string. In the shape of a marijuana cigarette. In the shape of a pot joint. I like that because it's short. Make sure you only do what's natural and right and ordained by God, unless it's convenient and was around when I was a kid. Or if it's just really convenient and helps me be nasty on the internet. Oh, central heating cars and houses and stoves and shirts on your back and shoes and clothes. Okay, those are probably natural. And phones and computers and calculators and books and shoes and clothes and central heating and cooks. Well, yeah, cooking, that's not really natural. Make sure that when you argue, you have something to back it up and don't just come in and state things as if you know them. You're gonna get smacked up. How many times have I been through this stupid little flickly-blickle? A lot! Back to the front! Of not that door, 'cause fuck that door! I've forgotten what I was saying and I guess I have nothing to say. Here comes another 26-cent day. Tomorrow is another day. Boom, boom, boom. No, that's not true. Tomorrow is a semi-truck. Also, it is tomorrow because I didn't get enough good stuff. Whoa, what? Don't you skipper and blipper on me. The witness, I'll make sure you see how skipper and blipper you are. Skipper is a character on The Czar. No, Gilligan's Island. I don't think there's a show called The Czar or The Gazar or the... on your... not even... No. You got to keep some things for... Don't just say all the stuff for free. If you're good at something, always charge for it. But what happens if you haven't been charging for it for like 8 million years? What do you do then, huh? You know, the world is a bit on fire these days. A lot. The world is very on fire. The world is on fire these days. You know the world is on fire these days, and not in the good way. Is there a good way? I don't know. I mean, trees can be on fire, and it's good because they need to be on fire for a healthy forest somehow. I don't know. Hey, we gotta stop. We gotta never burn anything. Hey, we're Rio Nodo Naudo Hoske or whatever the hell. And we use wood instead of coal to signify our heroic state. Fuck those barn burners, though. It's so pretty and devoid of any kind of integration. I'm so back and forth on whether I want to go through the frickin' performance-aware programming class. Because like, is this admitting that I'm going to do programming as, like, my main thing? I hate... my life is so fucking stupid. Like, some days I feel good for some small portion of it, and then I just don't anymore. I want my own separate data line, but, like... Fen. What's a cute... portmanteau we could have with Fen. It's really not much. It's 3 letters. Sen. Because you know in Spirited Away there's Chihiro and then she gets called Sen by the evil witch. And so while the name Sen is not itself evil, it's given to her by an evil person. So he could call me Sen to signify that it's evil. No. Nope! That didn't work at all. But that was the point, because it's funny when I say something and then go, oh, that didn't work at all. You gotta believe in something. Asking me who is right. Normally I don't go for us and them, but you leave me no choice. Look, everyone rhymes voice and choice. But, like, why don't you say rejoice? I mean, maybe there's not much context that you can say it. I don't know. Why don't you say, like, spoice, as in, like, sugar and spoice? That's what boys are. If they fucking well want to be! I realize I kind of can't say what no band gradient is without sort of tipping my hand. Tipping it. My hand's supposed to be on the mouse. How could it tip? So I kind of can't really, but what I will say is it's sort of like being told that you can only smile 75% of the way. So now every time you are going to, like, just break out in an ear-to-ear grin or, like, be happy or excited or spontaneous, you never can now because you're always worried. You're like, shit, I gotta hold back my smile so it doesn't go over the border between good and evil. Whereas you could just have a no-band gradient for your smile where it's just, like, a little, a medium, a lot, and it's the same thing rather than saying, you know what I mean. That's sort of, kind of what it is. At this point, I don't remember if I've uploaded videos actually stating what it is. I think I uploaded one that sort of was going to state what it is, but then I cut it out! Cut it out! Not Rick Rubin, but a close follower, of course. Here's a rhyme that I wrote that I'm probably never going to use. I wouldn't leave my kids with Freddy Krueger, so why the fuck would I leave my mix with Rick Rubin? Did you like it? That's okay, even if I wanted to use it in, like, the freaking 30 to 50 people are going to watch this anyway. I think I want to go on the boat to go to the treehouse place, but then I always go like, you know what? No, I don't want to go on the boat. I don't want to go on the truck. I feel happy. The good news is I now own at least a small part of my feet. I can do what I want with it. Ha! Oh yeah, someone wanted to know the story of the first time I got on stage, which, I mean, I don't know how extraordinary it really is. But believe me when I say that in this brothel, one cannot be too careful. So we're not. We're not too careful. We're not careful at all. Any amount of careful is too careful in this brothel. We just wing it, you know. Makes things more fun. Everyone has wings in this brothel. They're all just angels, which means everything goes perfectly. Because if it doesn't, they just invoke their angelic time travel powers to go back in time and like fix it. You know, the things that angels are well known for having. But this is the enlightened brothel as well, wherein we don't be stupid fucking zombies who just ruin everyone. We respect what others say and like and want when they tell us that. We don't power abuse them while claiming to do the exact fucking opposite. Nay! That's what horses say, according to someone. I guess because, like, the way I live my life now is by just avoiding doing what I really want to do because I'm scared and something and depressed. But, like, by committing explicitly to doing something that isn't what I want to do with my life, I feel like I don't want to do that because at least now I'm sort of hanging in limbo and, like, maybe I don't feel like I completely committed, so I can just tell myself something good will happen in love. It's gotta hit all the right notes, big and lovely. So anyway, my first time on stage, I guess I'd been rapping in some description of the word for like a year and a half maybe, and I ended up going to this event that had an open mic, and I didn't give a shit about the event. I just wanted to go to the open mic. So I go there, and they have this thing where you can write lyrics, because it was like an artsy-fartsy thing. So I was like writing lyrics throughout there, and well, not a thing we could. I guess they were like, "Hey, maybe you should write lyrics here and then perform them or something." I don't know. Maybe I just thought that because I was dumb, and I wrote a really short little verse. Maybe it was like one verse and another short one or something. I can't remember it. Like what you could write in the space of a weekend, and I practiced it a lot, and I thought I kind of had it down, but not totally. Like I could kind of recite it in a calm atmosphere, but. You know, and I had them written on this little piece of paper, and I kept it in my pocket. I went on stage, and I guess I didn't take the paper out of my pocket. So I'm like, no, that's dumb. Nobody wants to see a guy on stage reading from a piece of paper. I got to memorize them. So like, but I was super, super nervous, and I started to forget my lyrics on stage, and I had to keep, restarting. And like, there was a guy with me who was playing this drum with me because I didn't have a beat or anything, so he's like, I'll play this little drum thing to like give you a beat, and like I was trying to do my song, but I kept forgetting the lyrics, and I guess I also forgot that I could just take them out of my pocket, because like, you know, when you're in that moment, it's like you're like terrified and you don't remember things. So it was like I kept forgetting and trying to restart, and it was like so embarrassing because I kept fucking up, and like eventually I just like left the stage. It was basically like one of those overwrought teen dramas where they have something awkward happen and they just won't fucking cut away, and you're supposed to watch it and like it. It was like that. Like I don't know what the guy who accompanying me was doing. Like I didn't, like, you know, your focus just goes into like right. You don't see anything around you. You're like, oh my God. Like I'm laughing now because it's so dumb. If I fucked up now, I'd just be like, oh fucking well. Because sometimes you mess up and forget a thing and you just, whatever, you just pause and then come back. Like I don't even care. Neither does anyone. But back then I was like, oh my God. So like it wasn't fucking funny. Okay, I'm laughing, but it wasn't fucking funny then. I wanted to just curl in the corner and die. Like I was so humiliated. It was like the worst thing ever. And I like asked to be picked up, and I went home, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to die, and everyone was trying to like reassure me, and I was like, no, I want to die. Oh, just like don't want to be here. This too, no, you know, like I wanted to go back and do it right, but I couldn't because you're not allowed to go back and, you know, like you get one song and that's it, whatever. But I was like, okay, you know what? Well, no, like first I was like, I want to curl up and die and for like a long ass time, maybe I don't know what it was, a day or 2 days or whatever it was. But after I got home from the thing, after I got over being humiliated to death, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the next event these fuckers put on, the next one I can, which was in 6 months, or a few months anyway. It was in the summer, whereas that first one was in the spring. So I guess I don't know, maybe not 6, a few months anyway. And I was like, okay, I'm going to write a song, I'm going to have a beat, I'm going to write a fucking song, and I'm going to rehearse this fucking thing to death. So I did. For, I don't know, I guess we'll say 6 months. For 6 fucking months, I rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed until I knew it backwards and forwards, inside and out, like I'm not going to fuck this shit up. And then I go to the next event. And I just sit there like, waiting, lying in wait. And then the open mic comes up, and I go up, and I do my song, and I do it fine. I'm not going to say, and it was amazing, or, and I killed it, because honestly, I don't remember if I killed it or not. Like, was my performance actually any better than average? Was there something remarkable about it or not? Maybe not, I don't remember. But what I do remember is I did it correctly, and that's all I ever wanted to do. I did it correctly. I recited the lyrics correctly in their entirety, in the right order. I didn't flub. So I did it not like I did it not incompetently, right? I did it correctly. And it was great. I felt like relief. And honestly, I don't remember if I had stage fright that first time, because like the memory of the unbelievable humiliation during and after kind of blows away all memory I might have had from before. But so I couldn't tell you, but I don't remember having stage fright the second time, and I definitely haven't any subsequent time. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't mean I don't get it, like I don't understand it. I mean, I don't get stage fright. It doesn't happen to me, is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes there's this sort of exciting sort of tension or like a little bit of nervousness that's not like the bad kind, just like a little bit like, okay, I know I'm going on stage, I'm like, my blood is kind of pumping here, but it's not the bad kind. It's like exciting and feels kind of good, like, so I get that a little sometimes, but even then, not that much. But yeah, I don't get like the bad kind of stage fright where I'm actually terrified and wanting to throw up or anything like that. Like or whatever. That doesn't happen. And whether that's just because I'm not prone to it, or whether that's because that second time of me just being like, no, I'm going to fucking show these people, and maybe that gave me confidence for the rest of my life, or maybe it's some combo of the two. Who knows? What's that? Why is it slanted? That's crazy. Or something else entirely. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, getting on stage is just not a big deal for me, because the only thing is, I don't think I have much of a good stage presence. Like, I'm a little awkward when I'm not reciting my lyrics, and when I have to improv and say stuff, I have sometimes said silly stuff. But like, I don't get embarrassed about that either, because I don't know. I just have this confidence. I know I'm good at rapping, because enough people over the years have told me that I'm really fucking good. Like, not just friends and family being nice, but lots of people. Even people who are like, dude, you can't produce or mix or make beats to save your life. Your beats are terrible. You can't mix, but your rap is amazing. Like, even those people are like, but your rap is amazing. So, yeah, I know I am good. So there's no need to be scared going on stage, because I know I'm fucking good. And I'm not ever going to embarrass myself by spitting a rap, because I might embarrass myself if I had to sing, because then I'm not so confident. Like, I know I can hit the notes. It's just like, it's hard if you're listening to the music on stage when it's different from having headphones, and sometimes you can't sing along to it as easily or something. So like, I don't have as much experience with that. So confidence would come from experiencing. But rapping, yeah, it's like whatever, because like, I know people are probably going to applaud wildly and go like, that was a great show. Wow, dude, you're amazing. And even if they don't, well, they're fucking wrong, because I know I'm amazing, so fuck them. But I don't really have that good of an explanation why, I guess. Why I get anxious going to stores and other things, and I don't really get anxious on stage. Like, if I said something embarrassing on stage that wasn't in a song, like if I did some banter and I said something silly, would I get embarrassed? Hard to say. I thought I heard someone clearing their throat in the distance in this game. I must be crazy! Look at me sneezing! Hey, look at me and my sneezing roll voice. That ain't no fun. Waiting around to be a millionaire. No kidding. I am not a millionaire, sadly enough to say. And I definitely don't have 80,000 or 8 million... 8 something pennies. I don't think I have any multiple of 8 pennies. 8,000 pennies. I don't think it was that. I think I said 8 million. Was it 8,000? I probably have that. I don't know. Or not. Math! Wait a minute. This looks like the start of a circle to me. But probably isn't. Wait. It's the green grass, isn't it? It's the green grass, like not the other stair stuff, but like the green, green grass, sing, sing. We're a Christian band and we're singing wholesome shit. And make of that what you will. Oh my god. I'm like literally blind. Oh yeah. Ooh. So masculine am I guess. Wait, there's only the one left? Ooh, you guys. And that thing wasn't pointing towards the island either. So there's nothing on the island. It's just... there to be the... no, wait, there's this whole shit. What the hell? Really? Oh, well. Did I leave out any details of that first time on stage? I guess it wasn't as interesting as I thought, but... whatever. I want to go back and perform if my voice could be reliable again. But, like, I haven't... but, like, I've been trying to go through my set, and I keep losing my voice partway through. So it's a little disheartening, but I guess I should start slow and practice one song at a time, and then two... I don't know what's going on, man. But my voice is like this a lot, and I just lose it. 10, 15 minutes. Used to be able to go 30 minutes at least. Because I want to do some of these handful of hand-picked songs. Select songs. Select. Not selected or selection, but select. Like spend. Spend, because credit cards have picked up this word spend now, and not spend as in... wait, did I say that already? Not spend as in I'm going to spend, like a verb or an adjective or whatever the hell it is, but like spend as in a noun, like, oh, you can get 10% back on the first $500 spend. Oh yeah, I did say that. I'm like, that's such an annoying word. Spend is not a fucking noun. Shut up. Shut up! Another thing I wanted to say but have nowhere to say it is, when it comes to erotic material... being hot is easy. Being warm, there's the challenge. Bye!